2016. During the time there at the university was to establish turnaround school districts. This means that unsuccessful school district plans were generated by myself, and I demonstrated the capacity to ensure that I had what it took to be not only a school level principal, but a district wide chief. And as part of that program, I engaged in internships, two internships, one working alongside a New Jersey statewide superintendent that nowadays he is retired, and he was merited the 2018 Superintendent of the Year in the state of New Jersey. I had the pleasure of working with him to ensure that I was capacitated to become a remarkable administrator in my field. Prior to that initiative, I worked alongside my former supervisor, and he was also a superintendent of a charter school that is actually number 2 in the District of New Jersey at this point in time. And we developed growth initiatives, 3 to 5 year growth initiatives for the school district, ensuring that every issue was ameliorated to ensure equity and equality for all students in the district. In this initiative, I obtained my New Jersey school supervisor and school principal certification in the year of 2016. Prior to then, the foundation for the work that I do today was established in the year of 2014, so 10 years respectively from today. And that's when I turned my certificate of eligibility to a standard teaching certificate at the Rutgers University Center of Continuing Studies for Effective School Practices. And I culminated that program in the year 2015, thus obtaining my standard certification in the area of English language arts. So my subject matter is all about ensuring that the students are able to read, write adequately, expand their vocabulary, establish the foundational knowledge for writing in careers in and beyond, because as you know, writing is a skill set that is required for cover letters, college essay admissions, and more. During this time, I worked alongside other like-minded individuals who were constructing their certificate of eligibility to the state standard certification, and we created group dynamic projects. We did a lot of work for special needs children collectively and disadvantaged students. Prior to then, I attended Rutgers State University from 2009 through 2013, and I obtained my Bachelor's of Arts degree in the area of journalism, media studies, and English language arts. It didn't fit here. However, I did attend Middlesex College, and I graduated in 2011 with my associate's degree in the area of communication and information. With that being said, based on my extensive experiences, I have accumulated a breadth of knowledge and expertise in the fields of journalism, social science research, education, mentoring, and school administration. This is what qualified me to become a mentor for the W.I.N community. And I am beyond grateful for the opportunity to serve as a mentor for the women into networking community because of these assets. Shout out to Sarah and to Allegra for granting me the opportunity to serve as a national mentor. Moreover, in this slide, you will see several images of things I have done in the past in my current field of career. And to the right, there is a picture of a bulletin board when I was just Miss Jimenez. And these days I am Dr. Jimenez. And I was teaching at a very young age as a certified teacher, English language arts to seniors and to 11th grade students, juniors. And if you zoom in, you will be able to see that this image has other pictures of trips that I planned for my kids. So going to the medieval times community where the children were able to visualize a lot of the stories that we read in the classroom, and I ensure that they were able to connect their in classroom experiences with real world experiences. I also invited a lot of famous or prominent local authors and professors, like Mark Diano. He is a journalist that writes for the New York Times newspaper. I also invited Cindy Vero. She is a prominent journalist in the field and an admirable woman. To the left of this image, you can see the New York Times printing press pictures, and you'll see a little bit more of that in a few. So these are my most memorable work experiences, by the way. Being able to serve in the capacity of a teacher from 2011 to present, actually before then, because I did attend the number one high school in New Jersey right now, which is a magnet school, and it is the Middlesex Academy for Allied Health and Biomedical Sciences. It didn't fit on here, but it was a foundation for me while I was merely a scholar in the pursuit of my formal education. And I have afterwards served as a special or department supervisor for high school teachers from the years 2018 through 2022. And I served as a district new teacher mentor in 2023 through 2024, and the Saturday Academy supervisor in my current employing district. So here are some highlights of remarkable things I've done for the youth, because the youth is the future of tomorrow. I was the supervisor for the college mentorship program, also known as CMP, in my former employing district in New Jersey. And what the program did was ensure that we worked alongside other like-minded individuals as a team, because teamwork makes the dream work, in order to equip students to transition effectively from their high school formative years to college and succeed in college until the attainment of their formal education degrees. Most recently, here's a picture of my kids holding up their New Jersey statewide recognitions as part of my current employer's initiative, and the board was extremely supportive of this initiative. So the children actually, they wrote poems in my classroom for the unit of Romeo and Juliet, which is British literature. And my wonderful coworker that she manages this program here, she is the art teacher as well in the district, worked alongside with myself and the school's administration team in order to ensure that the children had the opportunity to showcase their writing talents, which led to them being statewide awarded. And as I mentioned earlier, something remarkable that I am grateful for this year is that I was actually provided the opportunity to serve as the Saturday Academy supervisor for amelioration programming to ensure that students passed their academic year without having to attend summer school. And for also excessive absences, I had my remarkable coworkers worked extremely hard on this initiative with me. Unfortunately, I don't have a picture here with them. However, they are definitely great. So here are my hobbies and interests. These are personal and professional, because we are not merely an individual that just focuses on working. We are holistic as human beings. So, what does define me are my passions, and my passions were my inspirations for the work that I do. So, modeling in the past, I actually was scouted by a remarkable New York City modeling agency, which my mother was not fond of. But most recently, I was in a pageant that leads to Miss Universe, and I was the selected candidate for my city in the state of New Jersey. So I was representing my city in that competition. It was a great experience for me overall. The outcome could have been better. However, I am grateful for the experience. So, another one of my hobbies is event planning and execution. As I mentioned earlier, many of the trips that I planned in my district, that was myself. My team supported the initiatives and signed off on it. Here you can see to my right that I planned a field trip to Rutgers, the state university. That's why it's known as the state university, because it's the best university in New Jersey, my alma mater for my bachelor's degree. So since I am a good person and I exude confidence, positive behavior, my professor gave me the opportunity, former professor, to take my students into his classroom because lecture hall. I took the kids in my classroom to his lecture hall in order to show them a taste of the college experience and further mobilize them so that they would pursue a college education after graduation. These kids here were my 11th grade scholars, and it was a remarkable opportunity to be able to show them what it would be like to attend New Jersey's best institution, Rutgers, New Brunswick. I also like developing and executing educational equity policies and ice skating. And this medieval times picture for me is really beautiful because my mother had the opportunity to chaperone a field trip that I planned. You can see her here to the left of the photo, counting from the left to the right. 1, 2, 3. She's the third person there. And then you can see me to the right of the photo, right next to the queen, because queens support queens. We don't compete. We are stronger together. Moreover, my latest projects entailed, as I mentioned earlier, that I was honored to participate in the Miss Universe pageant, at the state level, and represent New Jersey as Miss Perth Amboy, New Jersey. And my decision to participate in pageantry was not superficial. It was with a strong purpose behind it, as allegedly the institution enables individuals to overcome their public presence by being in front of large crowds. And this is something that I need to do to, in the future, pursue political leadership opportunities. What do you think about Dr. March for president? Yes. All right. So, as I said before, engaging in things that enable me to network, which is part of the mission and vision for the W.I.N community, is something that is strengthening my network. And it's a current focus of mine as I am committed to expanding my online presence to generate more support systems for myself, especially connecting. Something that I want to do is harness my ability to connect with like-minded individuals in the field of education for equity and equality purposes, or just in general business-minded individuals, so I can learn from you all about how you started your business, because in the future I do hope that I can start my own business. I am currently also in the process of writing an empowering autobiography about myself, which will serve as an inspiration to others and a testament to my journey. As I come to the end of my presentation, here is a word of advice for all of my spectators. Women support women and strong men support women. As you know, women were created from the rib of a man, so we do not compete. Make sure that for the women out here, you always exude confidence and think like a queen. A queen is not afraid to fail. Failure is another stepping stone for greatness. This is a quotation by Oprah Winfrey. Collect all of those failures, place them below your feet, and rise above them always. Another quotation here is by Maya Angelou, and I truly admire her and everything she did in the field of literacy, because literacy is something that I do as an educator, and also it's something that I am working to expand. So, with that being said, you may not control the events that are occurring around you, but you can always determine to not be reduced by these events and to always grow and learn from these events. That being said, each time a woman stands up for herself, she stands up for other women. This is a quotation by Maya Angelou. And for the men out there, your support is essential and part of our success. In gratitude, let's connect. Here is my email, Dr. Manuela Jimenez at gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram at Dr. Chief Queen, and my Facebook, which is Dr. Manuela Alexandra Jimenez. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Dr. Manuela is the hashtag. Thank you all for listening. Please keep in touch. And if you have any questions, now would be a great time to ask them.